right, everybody, welcome back. Get ready to dive into Mempho Fest with us today. Picture those crisp autumn breezes, that awesome live music energy, and you right there in the middle of it all at Mempho Fest.
Yes. And we're going to make sure you've got the inside scoop, all the need-to-know details, and maybe a few fun surprises to make your Mempho Fest the best it can be.
We're talking location, the lineup, even some cool ways to give back while you're rocking out. So first up, let's talk about where this all goes down. And spoiler alert, it's not your typical festival setting.
Definitely not.
We're talking about the Radians Amphitheater.
At the Memphis Botanic Garden.
That's right, a full-on botanical garden for a music festival. How cool is that?
Super cool. And it's even cooler when you realize the garden's been hosting these live at the garden concerts for over 20 years now. They've got a real love for music and nature there. It's pretty awesome.
I love that. So this amphitheater, it's a somewhat recent addition, right?
Yeah, pretty recent. And get this, it was just named Best Place to See Live Music by the Memphis Flyer. So that's got to tell you something.
They've got great taste.
Right. And it makes sense. Imagine this. Perfect view from wherever you are. Incredible sound that just, really travels. And the scenery, forget about it. Lush greenery, flowers everywhere. You're not just listening to music at that point. It's a whole experience.
Okay, that sounds pretty magical. But of course, Mempho Fest is about way more than just the main stage, right? What else do they have going on?
Oh, so much. Like the silent disco. Have you ever been to a silent disco?
I have. They're a blast.
Dancing under the stars. And you can switch
Yeah.
between DJs whenever you feel like it. So cool.
Very cool. But you mentioned something earlier about an Incendia dome. That's a new one on me.
Oh, yeah, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
Picture this. It's this giant geodesic dome, right? And then suddenly flames are erupting everywhere, creating this totally different atmosphere. It's wild.
Whoa. They're really going all out with the visuals this year.
They really are. It's not just a stage. It's practically performance art. But speaking of performance, let's talk lineup. Mempho Fest is serving up an incredible mix of music across 3 days. We're talking Friday, October 4th, all the way through Sunday, October 6th.
3 full days of music. We've got some exploring to do.
Oh, yeah. And they've got something for everyone, seriously.
Yeah.
Just look at Friday. Brent Cobb's playing, bringing that country storytelling vibe.
Love him.
Right. And then you got the Marcus King Band. They bring the soul, that real fire.
For sure. And Cody Jinks. Don't even get me started. Gotta love those outlaw country vibes.
And don't forget, he's playing a late night set, too. So you know it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah, that late night set is on my list for sure. And speaking of must-sees, don't sleep on Robert John and the Wreck. They're playing the Bud Light stage Friday night.
Oh, they're fantastic live.
They've got this raw energy, this rock and roll sound that just grabs you. You're going to love them.
Absolutely. See, I love discovering those bands, the ones that just blow you away in person.
The bet.
And speaking of blowing you away, Saturday's lineup is insane. Diggable Planets, come on.
The classics.
Exactly. That jazz, hip-hop fusion, just so good.
So good.
And if you're into, that Tyler Childers sound, you got to check out Charles Wesley Godwin.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Really soulful songwriting, really honest, He's playing Saturday, too.
Nice. Okay, adding him to the list.
Good, good. And hold on to your hats because Trey Anastasio is playing Saturday night. Trey Anastasio.
Are you kidding me?
The Trey Anastasio.
The one and only. It's like they just dropped a rock legend right into the middle of the festival.
This is too much. I need a minute to process.
Don't get too comfortable yet. Sunday's coming in hot with the kills.
Oh, I love him. That raw energy.
Right. And then Jack White. What more can you say?
Okay, you had me at Jack White. Drop the mic. It's over.
Right. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, there's all them witches bringing their own psychedelic blues rock thing.
Yes. I've been meaning to see them live. You're going to love it. And to close things out, Sublime with Rome, taking us right back to the 90s.
This festival is a musical journey. I love it.
It really is. Oh, and for something completely different, don't miss the legendary Jubilee Hummingbirds on Sunday. They're this local gospel group from Memphis. Their set's going to be amazing, super authentic.
Wow. A gospel group at a music festival. That's a new one. Okay, I'm intrigued. Got to see that.
Yeah.
This is incredible. We've got the venue, the vibe, the lineup. But there's even more to love about Mempho Fest, right? Because they're teaming up with Positive Legacy, this awesome nonprofit. They're all about music with a mission.
That's right. Positive Legacy is all about using music for good,
Yeah.
They work with festivals and musicians all over the place to make a positive impact. And their partnership with Mempho Fest is really special.
So what are they doing at Mempho Fest specifically?
Well, they're organizing this incredible charity auction, and we're not talking about your average bake sale here. They've got some really cool music memorabilia up for grabs.
Ooh, like what? Give us the details.
We're talking signed guitars, concert tickets to see some of your favorite artists, maybe even some of the ones playing Mempho Fest. Plus, signed instruments, posters, once-in-a-lifetime experiences, all kinds of stuff. It's a music lover's dream.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. But the best part is all the money raised goes straight back into the community, right?
Exactly. It supports these two amazing organizations in Memphis, the Stax Music Academy and Le Bonheur Children's Hospital.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about those two, starting with the Stax Music Academy. Now, that name rings a bell.
Stax Records.
Yeah, Stax Records, of
Yeah.
course. Legendary. I mean, who hasn't heard of Stax Records, right?
Exactly. Otis Redding, Isaac Hayes, Booker T and the MGs, they were all Stax artists.
Oh, man, such a legacy. So, what's the Stax Music Academy all about?
So they're basically making sure that Stack's legacy lives on. They give young people in Memphis a chance to really explore their musical talents. They learn from actual pros, and they keep that spirit of soul and innovation alive. It's really cool.
That's amazing. Preserving the past, inspiring the future. Love it.
Right. And the other organization, Le Bonheur Children's Hospital, they do such important work. They're all about providing top-notch care to kids, no matter what their family situation is.
That's so important.
It really is. So when you bid on those auction items, you're not just getting something cool for yourself.
Yeah.
You're directly helping these kids and supporting the future of music in Memphis. It's a win-win.
I love to hear it. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. With this lineup, it's almost overwhelming. If you had to pick like just one act each day that our listeners absolutely cannot miss, who would it be?
Oh, man, that's tough. But if I had to choose, for Friday night, catch Goose on the Bud Light stage, 8 p.m. They're known for these epic live shows, and this is their only festival appearance this fall, so you know it's going to be special.
Okay, Goose it is. I'm writing this down. What about Saturday? Who's your must-see for Saturday?
Saturday, go see Trey Anastasio on the Adams Keegan stage at 9:30. Trust me, the man's a legend. This is going to be a show for the history books.
No doubt. Already feeling the energy. All right, last but not least, give me your Sunday pick. Who's closing this out in style?
Sunday's a no-brainer. Jack White headlining the Adams Keegan stage at 8.15. You can't miss this show. His live performances are just in a different league. It's raw, it's powerful, it'll blow you away.
Music to my ears. And there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know to make the most of your Mempho Fest experience, the incredible venue, those unique festival vibes, and a lineup that's off the charts.
And don't forget that chance to give back while you're rocking out with the Positive Legacy charity auction. It just adds a whole other layer of meaning to the experience.
Absolutely. All right, deep divers. As you plan your Mempho Fest adventure, here's a little something to think about. With all this amazing music to discover, which act are you most excited to see for the first time? Because that's the beauty of a festival like Mempho Fest. It's a chance to branch out, hear something new, and maybe, just maybe, you'll walk away with a new favorite band. Until next time, keep those ears open and those dancing shoes ready. We'll catch you on the flip side.